Well, technically I'm tardy to the party because this movie came out in September, but it just hit Netflix yesterday, so I caught it like right after it just hit. And to be honest, it's like a moment of clarity. After getting really like drunk, after not a heavy drinking, and you just get this moment of understanding and a reality. You get this sense of awareness about yourself. It was a lot of fun, actually. It was a lot of fun. Who's this? First time Wiz Kid. Did you get my email, Wiz? Hope you got my email, Wiz. Dot Focus, salute. I see you, Wiz. I see you, Dot. Salute to you both. Thank you. Make sure you get you read my email. I will do that blackface story. I will do that, but I'm doing a review today. But trust me, I will do the blackface story on tomorrow. But yeah, so this movie was great. Let me see, who is it? Blink 5 times if you smoked a blunt. Well, I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open. I'm gonna have to force my eyes to be open with these lights. It's crazy. What was that? 3 times already? But anyway, that's 4. I gotta keep my eyes open really. I don't even realize how much I blink. I blink a whole lot though. It doesn't even seem like I blink. Like I'm blinking right now, and then I see the rebroadcast. I'm like, ugh, it's a lot of blinking. But y'all all with it. I appreciate it because you're more concerned with my ideas than the fact that I'm blinking 1,000 times a minute. But anyway, this movie, if you've seen it, you know what it's about. You know it's cool. It's great. It was a lot of surprises. I was not expecting Regina King. Even though she's on the cover of the movie, I didn't see the cover of the actual movie, or I didn't see the fullness of it thereof. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. It's still Thanksgiving time, so happy Thanksgiving to you. Representation, sir. Representation to you. Dot Focus. Matter of fact, what time is it? It's time for promotion. Hold on. Let me get this together. Make sure I get this right. All right, here we go. Visit DOTFOCUS_1_ on Dot Focus on his YouTube channel and subscribe. Like and comment. If you enjoy Call of Duty and other first-person shooters, you will not be disappointed. Tell him that Silly Sky sent you. So definitely check out Dot Focus's YouTube channel. Make sure you get those subs up. All right. Caught Stealing. Caught Stealing is such a great, just popcorn movie. It's on purpose. It's a weird thing because the director, Darren Aronofsky, has made some really out there movies, just totally different from each other. Like The Wrestler is different from The Fountain, is different from Pi, is different from Requiem for a Dream, is different from The Whale, just to name a few of his works. What was the other one he had? Mother. I liked Mother. Mother got a lot of terrible reviews and Razzies, even Raspberry Awards. For terrible movies, you get a Razzie or Raspberry. I think Jennifer Lawrence got the Raspberry. And she was like, it's no big deal. Jack Nicholson has a Raspberry, so it's not that big a deal. She's just kept it moving. But I actually liked that movie. That movie it had a lot of ideas to it. You had to figure out the ideas. But in this particular movie was if you see, how many people have seen Anora? If you've seen Anora, this is the same thing, but with the idea that there's less sex and a lot more gunplay. And Anora doesn't have gunplay, and Emily the Criminal doesn't have gunplay. You got to watch both of those movies. One was a huge Oscar winner and Cannes winner. Anora was all over the place. It wasn't that great for me. It was it's okay. It's like a C+, B-. Wasn't that extraordinary? I think people like just like this. Oh yeah, young people having sex. Oh my god! And the mobsters. Oh my, and they're bumbling and everything like that. Oh, this is interesting. I never really didn't really catch me, but this movie is like showing you why they make those kind of movies. It's like it's the mobsters, the underground scene, it's the nitty gritty parts of New York City. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. And it shows at least four times that I counted. I think it was four times at least. The World Trade Centers, the Twin Towers. The movie is set in 1998, so um, it's very low tech. Everything is low tech. The cell phones are like little beepers, and they're flip phones. I mean, it's really extraordinary. But it's like a mixed match. Have you ever seen? This is going back. This is going back to 1945, 80 years ago, right now. 1945. The movie based on a book called "The Lost Weekend" about this alcoholic who has to go through basically withdrawal and try to find his way to get his hands on a bottle of booze. And he has all these conflicting things, and this is like he's a writer at the same time. I think he's a screenwriter at that, or a novelist. I can't. He might be a novelist. I can't remember. I think he's a novelist. But anyway, he's a writer. And so they kind of switched it out. Skylar Saunders, was it? Hi, Skylar. Hope you're fine. Yes, I'm great. SW, salute to you, sir. Salute to you. Yeah. So instead of a writer, he's a baseball player. He's a former baseball player. Played in high school. Was a very promising young man until he got into an wreck, and I'm not going to get into too much detail with that because that's a huge part of the story, huge part of the movie. I am fine now with the people viewing right now. I'm appreciating the people viewing right now. Thank you for the views. Yeah. So he has to deal with that whole emotion and that sentiment, and he's dealing with that. And then at the same time, he has a girlfriend, Yvonne, played by Zoe Kravitz. She's gorgeous in this movie. She's kind of like not dumbed down, but what is it called? Like dirtied up a little bit. She's kind of scruffy, kind of rough around the edges, but very intelligent. She has she's a paramedic, and she knows how to aid him and help him out in life. Not to say that every woman has to do that. That's not their role potentially. It's a man's job to be self-sufficient and independent, and for the woman to be independent and self-sufficient as well. But they have great chemistry together, and they just work. And the story, as the story plays out, it just seems things get worse and worse and worse and worse. It's like this is like screenwriting like 101 turned up on its head and doing a spin, a head spin like a b-boy, a b-girl or a b-boy dance, like when they're battling or something like that. It just it really hit on a lot of notes. And I was just astounded. I was just following it. I was like, this is a really easy movie to follow and digest. It wasn't like, what's happening now? I don't get this. It wasn't a lot of that going on. It was a lot of okay, that happened. Like, and I mean, they tell you, I think, in a lot of screenwriting courses and lectures and books and different things of that nature, to beat up your character, beat up your main character, see what they're made of. You have to beat up, like, literally. This movie beats up the main character like a lot. He gets beat the freak up a lot. He gets beat down and beat up. But it's usually metaphorically. You don't have to physically beat up somebody. You can do it mentally. They lost their job, they lose their house, they lose their wife, they lose their children, they lose it. You have to see what they're made of. You have to see what kind of person they are when all this adversity strikes them. So, but it had so many elements. Like one element was, of course, the one that glaring for and stands out for me are the two Jews, the two Jewish mobsters called the Monsters. By the way, this is different from Shakespeare's Shylock and Dante's Financiers and Spike Lee's Flatbush Brothers. This is totally different, and I think this is what I surmise that Darren Aronofsky was trying to make a statement here, because Lee Schreiber is definitely Jewish. Vincent I always get his name wrong. D'Onofrio. Let me make sure I get his name right. I always get his name wrong. Hold on, Vincent D'Onofrio. Vincent D'Onofrio, completely Italian, totally Italian, from Naples, Neapolitan to be exact. He tried. You could tell that Lee had better diction and better skill handling the I guess it was Hebrew. It's not Yiddish, but the Hebrew. But he definitely had he rolled with it. But you can definitely tell who was the one with the better diction and better speaking ability. So this movie, it just like I said, it played on those different stereotypes, that Jewish mobsters and stuff like that, and different ideas towards Jewish people. And Darren Aronofsky's Jewish, so it's like obviously he's not trying to be, from what I understand, he's being not sarcastic. What is the word? He's being oh god damn it. He's being yeah, I guess you can say sarcastic for now until I get the word in my head together. But yeah, it's great. I like the grittiness of New York City at this time period. The 1990s, the 90s was certainly grimy. It was a grimy time period. It was the crack epidemic in the early 90s, especially, and then it kind of faded in the late 90s. But there was still, the streets were still running with drugs. So that's definitely what's real about that. Oh, here we go. The lady of the house is in here. Lady of the house. Everybody applaud. And plus, goddamn, you know what time it is. Subscribe to Z Therapy Holly Correnti on YouTube for all your Zumba needs. Move and groove to the rhythms, and tell friends and family members to join in too. Tell her Silly Sky sent you. I'm always used to saying him. Yeah, we're talking about the movie Caught Stealing, Holly. Have you seen it yet? It's on Netflix. It just came out yesterday. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I didn't see it in the theaters, so I'm technically late to the party, but I'm on time technically for Netflix as far as Netflix is concerned. So if you haven't seen the movie, that's okay. You have time, to see. Oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh, okay. But this is like screenwriting 911. It's 101. Jesus, screenwriting 101. Nope, I haven't heard. Oh, you haven't heard of it? Wow. I remember hearing about it when it first came out, but I was like, all right. I wasn't like scrambling to try to watch it. I would have probably seen it in the theaters. But yeah, definitely go and check it. If you have a Netflix account, I would definitely suggest you watch it. Away from the kids. It's a little too graphic. It's got some nudity, a little bit of sex, a lot of gunplay, a lot of harsh violence. But yeah. So, but it's a great popcorn movie. But it's like a quiet study. It's a study. It's like a character study. It's a overall film study. It's a writing study. It's all these different things matched up. I watched half of Train Dreams last night. I have to watch that. I have to watch Train Dreams. God, I have to watch that. That's one of my top picks, or one of my, they come up, they say, oh, you should watch, Train Dreams after this or something like that. I was like, damn it, I should watch that. How good is it so far, Holly? You're loving the westerns. Okay. It's great. Okay, I gotta see it. I don't like westerns that much. I don't like westerns. I don't like too many westerns. There's some westerns I like. And I don't like musicals. Too many musicals. It's like Annie, the movie version I don't really watch, but the play I really enjoyed. Of course, The Wizard of Oz and The Wiz. I don't like to make the distinction. They're both great on their own levels. And what else? Damn, I'm trying to remember what else. Oliver, the Willy Wonka. Those are the musicals I do like. Westerns, I mean, I've seen parts of Shane. I've seen parts of A Fistful of Dollars. I've seen different movies like that. But the whole, in the dust, and the spurs, and the cows, and the house, and the women with the big dresses, and I'm like, all right, I don't care. And of course, there's the big John Wayne movies. I did like one movie though, an update of True Grit. The update of True Grit was really great with Jeff Bridges, and I can't remember the young lady's name, but she was excellent. She was the best actor in the whole movie. She was great. She was excellent. I love every new Western I watched all on Netflix. Yeah, I know what you mean. The new the Neo, they call them Neo Westerns. Yeah, they're great. Hattie. What is Hattie? I'm slow. You lost me, Holly. Who was Hattie? Oh, her name. But no, I'm talking about the actress's name. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it was Hattie, but I'm talking about the actress's name. I can look it up real quick. I can just look it up. But let me see. True Grit. Shut up. I'm talking to the computer. These stupid commercials pop up. Hold on. Here we go. True Grit. Yeah, Hattie. Hallie or Haley Steinfeld. She was just on something big. She was in Sinners. That's right. Oh my God. I think she was in Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. She was in Sinners. Hold on. Yeah, she was in Sinners. She played Mary. Yeah. No, you were right the first time. It's Hattie. It's Hattie. But I was trying to think of her real name. Her real name is Steinfeld. Her first name is Jesus. Haley Puring Steinfeld. She's legal. She's married. He just got married. Josh Allen. She's a musical performer. But yeah. She said, ew. Yeah, she did a really great job with True Grit. She did a great job with Sinners too. She was wonderful. But yeah, so hi, who is it? Kelt on Tinney. Kelton Tinney. Tinney. Hi. Salute to you. Yeah, so yeah, she's a great actress. But this movie, like I said, I didn't come in this movie knowing really too much about it. And I saw Regina King and I was like, Regina King? What? Regina King's in this? That's one of my favorite actresses of all time. I love Regina King. Oh, Kelton, you know what? I'm having a great day. I hope you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Now that I told you that I'm having a great day, how was your day? Make sure you hit that subscription button. Hit those likes. Get those likes up too. I appreciate it. All right, so this film, Caught Stealing, it's worth the watch. I definitely say it is. It's not A grade, but it's like B plus. I gave it a B plus grade on Vocal. Didn't have too many problems. I mean, once I figured out that okay, this is a satire. This is not a real, legit, serious. Like if it was serious about itself, then I would have probably given it like a D minus or an F. But it knew what it was doing. Darren Aronofsky's like laughing, like ha 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 ha. He's like laughing all day. Caught stealing what? Bumbleclot says. Good, I was sub. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Bumbleclot. It's a triple, quadruple meaning. I mean, the double meaning would be caught stealing is in the sense of a baseball term. When you're caught stealing a base and you're out. Caught stealing one of the MacGuffins in the movie. One of the things that's people are trying to get, that's caught stealing. And I think the triple understanding is that Aronofsky got caught stealing from various genres and movies over time. So I think that's what the meaning behind caught stealing is. So, maybe there's a quadruple meaning. Caught stealing time. He stole enough time away from him, for him not to get caught. You have to see the ending. The ending is like virtually, I would say, dozen or more movies in history have had this ending on the beach. I don't know what it's like. I don't know how people get away with it. They end on the beach every time, like every single time they end on the freaking movie on the beach. I don't know how they do that. So I give it a B plus. I give it a strong B plus. It's a great, popcorn movie, but it's also like, it's got that like tongue firmly planted in the cheek kind of thing. It's tongue in cheek, very tongue in cheek, but it's serious too. It's serious, but it needs to be serious at certain times to elevate the humor. It gets very, heavy. It does get heavy at certain points. But it's only to have that be alleviated by the various comedic elements. How did you feel about them videos? We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Trust me, don't worry about it. I will get to those videos. We're talking about caught stealing right now, though. I will get to them. I saw Seal and Kanye and I watched the videos. I'll talk about them all tomorrow. I'll delve into that because I'm gonna try to do a whole is the word compendium? I don't know if I'm using the word right, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna use a whole show around the various videos. Holly's on the case. What videos were these? These should I tell Wiz? You can tell her. You can tell her. Menagerie, menagerie. Yeah, thank you. See, thank you, Holly. My dumbass. A menagerie of videos. Thank you, Holly. See, I knew Holly could come through. That's my white woman. She comes through and makes sense things. She's a good friend of mine. You know, good friend. Always corrects me when my dumbass doesn't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, compilation, dummy. That's all she has to say. Stupid. She corrects me. Like I'm trying to remember but yeah, like a blending, a compilation of the different stories that came out because that's not really trending. They were there. See, Wiz said it. Wiz, there you go, Holly. They were wearing blackface over in Poland. I have no, I couldn't control that. He had to say it, so he said it. They're wearing blackface over in Poland. One of my girlfriends was from Poland. Poland doesn't give a F. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. That was America. Oh my God. Whew. People would be losing jobs. They would have lost that whole company would have went down most likely. Or maybe not. Because the Negro in America sometimes say, oh, well, we have to show them grace and mercy, and it's okay, and it's all right. We've covered up our history. We're doing well now, and everything's fine and dandy, and lollipops and gumdrops and all that. But no migration there. Only had hand selected. Wow, I didn't realize that. I did not know that. See, Holly dropping the jewels. But this movie, Caught Stealing, Austin Butler, he's a star. He's a star. He's a good-looking guy. You know, you can understand why he grabbed a chick like Zoe Kravitz. He has the chops. He's got charisma, the riz, as the kids say nowadays. He definitely has a sensibility about him. He's not like dragging in the scene. He's not like chewing scenery like James Dean or something like that. A lot of people compare him, I think, to James Dean. He's not anywhere like James Dean. James Dean's like rocking power to James Dean, but he's not him. Rocking power to him. Holly says, Austin Butler? Was he in the Sabrina Carpenter's video? I think he was. I think you're right. Okay, Bumbleclot, I'm not saying it, so if that's fine with you, I'm not saying it. I'll do the motion, but I'm not saying it. He's in Please, 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 if I've got it correct. I think you do, Holly. I think you do. I think you do. Oh, maybe you don't. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're thinking about Billy Keoghan. I think you're thinking about Billy Keoghan. Oh, Holly. Keoghan. Or Barry Keoghan. Excuse me, I said Billy, didn't I? Barry Keoghan. Yeah, but this film, I mean, it just hits you because you're like, oh my, if you're somebody that's like in the know about screenwriting and filmmaking and stuff like that, you're gonna be like, okay, this is just okay, he's just doing send ups. He's just doing little jokes here and there. He's just planting like almost obvious Easter eggs, like a giant Easter egg standing out in front of the street. Holly says, "Oh shoot, oh yeah, I'm deaf wrong. That's all right. Just found a picture. I think Austin Butler is in The Purge. Let's look at that. She said the first one was a swing and a miss." I think he played. Didn't he play? I'm not sure. Hold on. Yeah, he played Elvis. He was Elvis Presley. Definitely Elvis Presley. Hollywood weird just puts out garbage. Well, what do you think the reason is for that? Why does Hollywood put out garbage? They know what to do. They know how to get the money. That's the garbage. That's what feeds most of these like movies. Out of the hundreds of thousands of scripts that are written every year, maybe millions, probably. Maybe whittle that down to about 1,000, then whittle that down to about 500, then whittle that down to about 150, then take that to a few more steps to about 50, 25, and you got a movie season. I think I could be wrong, but that's what I understand about movies. It's very infrequent for somebody to get their movie made, depending in a big picture. Hollywood has lost touch with people finally. They don't put out good movies anymore. I think Holly and Bumbleclot are on the same page right now. you know what? I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. But like when I saw Nora, I was like, this is what? What is this? I mean, Rick James even said it's softcore porn. That's what it is. It really, I mean, oh, they didn't use any guns. Wow. Oh my God. This movie, they use guns a lot. Like a lot. There's a lot of gunplay going on in Caught Stealing. There's a whole lot of gunplay. And vicious violence. It's like harsh. It's really like in your face, like damn. But gun violence and hand-to-hand combat kind of violence. Just remakes and junk, yeah. I mean, and if you want to whittle it down even more, what are there like 9 movies or less that make up the Best Picture nominees? Something like that. But yeah, so this was an original copy. If that makes sense. This is like it copied off of, so many different genres and stereotypes and stuff like that. But it's like it's in on its own jokes. Like it's making up these jokes, but it's like for the audience to say, "Oh no, of course. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I got you. I know what you're saying now. I got you." Like that's what the whole point is. To have that kind of sensibility. Let me see. Yeah, screenplay by Charlie Houston. Charlie Houston. So this film was released on August 29th, which seems like years ago. After all that has happened, everything that's going on, and the time change, and from summer to autumn, August 29th. But I'm just, the reason why this is trending is because it's on Netflix. That's the only reason why I'm dealing with it right now. Because it's actually on Netflix. Everybody put up your I'm reading the screenwriter. I'm not making fun of him. That is corny. But I just think it's interesting. You know, people use they use what is it called? Their pronouns. My pronouns are that, this, and thing, and the. Those are my pronouns. The, that, this, and thing. Yeah, caught stealing. You know, it's definitely something to be viewed. I definitely recommend it. I would recommend it. Just watch it. Get some popcorn. Literally, it's a literal and a figurative film. It's like you can literally, almost chew off the screen. I mean, you can't literally do that, but figuratively, you can chew off the screen, the popcorn and the bubble gum, that go along with it, in the huge cup of Coca-Cola or whatever drink you have, or Pepsi or something like that, and just enjoy it. Just sit back, like, man, this movie is some BS. It's quality BS, though. It's quality BS. It's BS, but it's quality BS. It's very well made. I have to give him credit, because I think everything was supposed to be exactly how it's supposed to be, and that's the best kind of movie you can make. When you do things that are on purpose, when you do everything that's intentional. There's not one little moment that's extraneous or just taken out of context or anything like that. Get some Campbell's soup get some Campbell's. Bumble, what are you talking about? Get some Campbell's. Some Campbell's soup? What are you talking about? What? You lost me, Bumble. I was rolling with you, then I don't know where you went. Get some Campbell's. You lost me. But yeah, it seems like they're just shilling out various movies. Like Darren Aronofsky, I listened to some of his movies: The Whale, The Wrestler, The Fighter. Well, I think that was him, right? Wasn't that Aronofsky, The Fighter? Hold on, I think it was. No, that's David. Excuse me, I take that back. That's David O. Russell. Excuse me, that's David O. Russell. That was my fault. That's David O. Russell. But Aronofsky had The Fountain. I know that. He had Black Swan. Black Swan was huge. But I like Black Swan. Black Swan was huge. But what happened 3 years later after Black Swan, you had oh my god, what was it? Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, what's it called? The Drummer. What's the drummer? The name of the drummer. What the drumming movie? Whiplash. Whiplash. It was virtually the same exact story. I've seen screenplay, tutorials on YouTube, and they're like, it's almost the exact same storyline, and precisely, just with different elements to make it differentiate it from one another. But it basically tells the same exact story, almost in the same exact way. But they're both excellent. They're very good, well-made movies. But Mother, another one, great movie, I think. Nobody likes it. Everybody hated it. It holds what does it hold? Let me see. A 68. That's not too bad. I think that's actually a fresh. rating. But the website consensus reads, there's no denying that Mother is the thought-provoking product of a singularly ambitious artistic vision, though it may be too unwieldy for mainstream taste. That's why I kind of get the understanding with Caught Stealing. Mainstream tastes are going to be like, wait, what is this a comedy? Is this a thriller? Is this a crime show? Is this what is going on here? It's a satire is what it is. The whole thing is a satire. It's a movie made to say, ha 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 ha, we got you, we got you. Look at that, we got you. I told you we was going to get you, we got you. Like, ha 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 ha. You know, you laugh in front of their face. Bumba, I still don't understand what you're saying. Holly, are you in here? Maybe you can clarify for me. I don't know what he means. But yeah. Yeah, so this is a this is a movie that is like none of his other movies, I don't think. I can't imagine. You ain't here about Campbell? Oh, yeah, oh yeah. Okay. Guess the guy made all those remarks about saying about the product, and people saying like people are stupid for eating the product or something like that, and I missed a lot of what he said, but I might address that tomorrow too. I think I might address that tomorrow. Still here, my son just shot my daughter in the eye with a Nerf gun. Jesus. That is mommy duty. Oh my gosh. Salute to Holly. Everybody salute Holly. Because she's on mommy duty right now. She's trying to watch my show for some reason. I applaud her. Can I applaud? Applaud Holly. She's trying to do her mommy thing and then watch me at the same time. I appreciate that sincerely with everything I can say. Because if it was me, I'd be like, nope, forget this nigga. and she should say that too. Be like, nope. Forget this nigga. It was by accident, then let him keep it. If it was by accident, let him keep it. Take it and put it in the trash. He said that before. Take it and put it in the trash. Then he said, if it was by accident, then let him keep it. Are there tears, Holly? Are there tears? It was on purpose. Oh, man. Oh. The Nerf gun, though. Now, to be fair, to be honest, it was a soft, foamy kind of projectile, right? I mean, not to say that he was right. I'm just trying to, clarify. Yeah, trash it. He already knows no shots in the eye. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't shoot him in the eye. You gotta be no matter if it's a foamy soft projectile, it doesn't matter. It could still damage the retina or something like that, or damage the cornea or something, just by the force of it, going out of the gun. No, she's crying, and it hurt. It definitely hurt. Man, oh man, Holly, you know what? With your mantle of Mommy of the Year awards, I have to give it to you because I don't know what that life is like. I only deal with my nephew and niece, and it's like they're a little bit. Your children are a little bit older, but still, the principle rings true. It's that time of the year for the movie Christmas Story. Yes, also the time of the year for the kids to be, on point. They, Santa may not be coming to them. May not even give them coal. Coal is a dense, energy rich compound, if I'm not mistaken. So coal, if you get that you should treasure that as a gift, technically. But boys are more work. Yeah, he is way more. Oh boy, wow. He is way more. Oh my God. Helping raise my niece and nephew. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm Uncle Skyler. Okay, I'm Uncle Skyler. Every time, Uncle Skyler, Uncle Skyler. You know that's what they are. And every time I watch them, though, it's awesome. It's awesome. They're like so well behaved. Their parents, do a good job with them because they're well behaved. They communicate with each other. They have their own like little language or something. It's very adorable. It's cute to watch because it's like they'll be fussing at each other and then they'll like correct and be on the same page again. It's really enchanting to see that. Kids are not for the weak. True. Agree 100%. That's true. That is true. Kids are not for the weak. You have to be built for this. And that's the sad part too. You got so many deadbeat moms, deadbeat dads, just popping out babies or going around, the city impregnating women and then expecting to, it ain't mine, it ain't mine. Nah, man, nah, it ain't mine. Or yeah, I'll take it, but I'm only gonna give him a quarter of my check, because I got 6 other babies to feed or something crazy. It just wow. It's wild, but it takes a village for sure. Well, not necessarily. I wouldn't say it doesn't. It doesn't necessarily have to be a village. It doesn't have to be your uncles, or your aunts, or your grandparents, and coaches and priests. I mean, especially not priests, but preachers, or especially not preachers, but teachers. It doesn't necessarily have to be a village because a single parent can raise 6 kids all by herself with no help, and that would be amazing. But not necessarily out of the box. It's not necessarily unlikely. No, no, no. I'm not an old unk. No, sir. No, I'm old as dirt, but I'm not an unk. I'm not an unk. Like, and that's the other thing too, because you can be an unk at like 6 years old if you have technically. Holly, please do the math on that. How you can be an aunt or uncle when you're like 6 years old? I don't know how to do the math on that, but you can. That's possible. For you to be like a uncle at 7 years or an aunt at 7 years old. No mothers need free time. Yes, that's true. Mothers do need free time. Mothers need free time. Yes, I do agree with that. And fathers too. Fathers need free time as well. My father raised my sister and I for almost 8 years, or maybe a little over 8 years, all by himself. He did it all by himself. Now there was a village. There was a small village. It was my grandparents and my great grandmother that helped raise us for like 4 or 5 years. So if you just take the time to realize, what it takes to be a real parent and to actually know what you're getting into, not just a wild night, woo, good time, and let me shoot up the nightclub, Holly, she says I have 0 free time. I appreciate that because I thought you were gonna say I have 0 free time except for this, watching Sky's show or something like that. And I would accepted that. I would accepted that because you are a super mom, and I do appreciate your valiant efforts because I know it's not a simple task, and you're doing this all on your own. That is extraordinary, and I'm sure you will get rewarded later on in life. When your child, accepts their doctorate for medicine or something like that, Noah goes out and gets his degree in bioengineering or something like that. Holly, you don't have help. Yeah, what Holly has? I think Holly may have help. I think her father and her sister may, have some kind of helping capacity, capabilities. But yeah, so it's shifted. It's shifted. I mean, I can try to tie it in. Parents, don't bring your kids to this movie. don't don't watch Netflix. Tell your kids to leave the room and then turn down the volume, or switch on your a headset or something like that, or your earbuds or something like that, and put on the Bluetooth. I don't have much but a little. My sister has 3 kids and lives 20 minutes away, so they're doing their own stuff. My dad is going to be 75 in March. He does what he can. He watches them on Sundays for me. Okay, see? That's the village. Okay, so there's a village. It's not necessary, but it's welcome. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not necessary to raise your child by way of a village, but it's welcome. It's welcome. What time is the show for tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe like this time again. Maybe like 6, 7. I think 7 would be good. Because it goes like this. Okay, so the vertical feed, it's like 15 people in here, 17 people in here. Then it goes like 9. Then it goes like 6. Then it goes like 1. And it goes back up to like 5. Then the 4. And it's just mainly you guys. You are the base. There's a lot of people at the top. There's whipped cream. There's a lot of whipped cream. It's kind of like fluff, because they go away. They don't stay. But the base, the people that make up the meal or the dessert, or whatever the case, whatever metaphor I'm trying to get here, like you guys, Wiz, Holly, Bumba, Son of the Sun when he comes in. You guys are the base. SW, you're a base. Yeah, Wiz, of course, Wiz is a base. Texas lurking, I don't know if Texas is lurking, but that'd be cute if he tried to get, funny again, because I'll just, make sure he gets out of here. I'll just make sure he gets out of here. It's necessary for single parents and also for couples because they need their free time to keep their love fresh. Wow. Okay. There might be some truth to that. There might be some truth to that, but I'm just saying, there are a lot of single parents that, don't have anyone, has virtually no one for help, and it's very distressing for them to be able to raise a child or children. Where was Texas? I don't know. Texas cooks meth and Walmart bathrooms. I guess you can say that because he's not going to be in my live again, so you can talk about him all you want. Where was Texas? That's funny, though. Texas cooks meth in Walmart bathrooms. That's funny. All right, so let me see. What was the what was the Aronofsky film that really grabbed you? The one that really grabbed me, there's 2. The one that really grabbed me, and they used to show it on movies like IFC. IFC was like the, darling. IFC and Sundance were both darling. What they did was the same thing that MTV did. They said, you know what? This regular programming, what we're supposed to be programming and showing, independent films, small films nobody's ever seen or maybe not heard of, or beginners films, the first films that big stars were in. Let's not do that anymore. Let's just show, continuous clips of Three and a Half Men and Everybody Loves Raymond and stuff like that over and over and over, like on MTV. There's ridiculousness. But there was a day, and there was a day back in my day, 20 years ago, when they had, Pulp Fiction. They used to play that, that was like the last gasp. They used to play Pulp Fiction all the time. They played the Ryder documentaries. They played My Cousin the Idiot, but it wasn't the American version, it was the French version. They played I might be mixing up Sundance and IFC, but for the most part, just things like that. They had Fresh, the movie Fresh, great, one of my favorite movies of all time. But one of the movies that really grabbed me and just like shook me was Requiem for a Dream. I was like, what the hell is this? This movie is so this is off the charts. They had to like cut scenes to make sure it was an NC-17, I think. Let me make sure. Let me see. Rating. See, okay, so in the United States, the film was originally rated NC-17 by the Motion Picture Association of America, but Aronofsky appealed the rating, claiming that cutting any portion of the film would dilute its message. The appeal was denied, and Artisan Entertainment decided to release the film unrated. An R-rated version was released on video with the sex scene edited, but the rest of the film identical to the unrated version. This movie was crazy. It was wild. It was wild. A 79% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Though the film may be too intense for some to stomach, the wonderful performances and the bleak imagery are hard to forget. It hit your soul. It really hit your soul. What? What is this? Texas give hand jobs for Chipotle gift cards. Texas family looks like the Whitakers. Texas gets wet with Rick James. That's such a good movie. Yeah, it's such a good movie. Highly recommend it. Aronofsky's he's a premium director. He is a premium director. Aronofsky. You have to watch Pi. Pi is crazy. Pi will have you tripping. When you see that last scene, you're gonna be like, "Whoa, this was a ride." I didn't see Below. He didn't. Let me see. He didn't direct it. David Tui, I think how you pronounce it, directed it. The Fountain he directed. I thought that was underappreciated. Could have been better. It kind of was a snooze fest. Could have been better rendered. But Black Swan, that may be his greatest achievement. Black Swan, his greatest directorial achievement. Noah, I didn't really, get into that too much. It was too biblical for me. But it did gross a lot of money. It had $362 million worldwide against a $125 to $160 million budget. So, yeah. Holly's saying that's such a good movie. Sky Movie Bus. I never seen any of these yet. Yeah, I'm a wannabe. I'm a wannabe screenwriter. I'm a wannabe director. I really don't want to act, but I might have to fall into it. If it's necessary, I will fall into the acting. I will catch the acting bug, as the cliche goes. But I really just want to write and direct and produce. I just want to write, direct, and produce. Like Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson is my favorite film director. Or Charlie Kaufman, or Aaron Sorkin. These are big names to me. In the late great John Singleton. See, my brain just gets crazy. John Singleton. Salute to John Singleton. Okay, it's been an hour. I appreciate everybody that's in here. Thank you, Holly, for being a super mom and watching my show at the same time. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. So respect to you, definitely. Salute. Everybody salute. Holly, put your ones up in the room for Holly. And I will see all of you sometime tomorrow, probably around this time, somewhere around 7, something like that. And I will check up with you. And once again, go see Caught Stealing. Come back to me. Tell me through email or some way, maybe in the chat again on the same day. Say, oh, that was trash. That was that movie's washed. That movie corny. Say whatever you want. But I just I'll just take you at your word and being honest. So thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.